Hi, it's Annalie. I just got a new shipment from a company I had never heard of before. This is called the Stamp Market. I don't know how long they've been around, but I just found them and I'm so excited because these are so fun. These are so fun. They match up with different dies that I have. This company also has the dies. I didn't purchase from them. I already had some. But look how fun these shapes are for these sentiments. I think this is going to be so much fun to play with. And then there's this big set. P.S. I like some of the script on here. This one actually comes with the dies to go with it. I also got this one. I think these are so fun, so cute. And I got a little free gift too. So I'm going to play. So the first one I did, I'll be honest, I already stamped one. You probably saw on here that it's a little bit red. And when I got done, I said, nobody wants a have a wonderful day stamped in brown. So we're gonna go with a much more fun color. But I think these are so cool. But I have to say too, this one I stamped, it stamped really well. Unfortunately, I think there was a hair in there, but it stamped really well. And I didn't even remember to condition it before I stamped. So I'm pretty pleased with the quality so far. Is that oh, there's a hair. You wanna make sure you don't have any hairs on your stamps. All right, so we are gonna make a little sunflower card because I just feel like sunflowers are meant for somebody to have a wonderful day. So I added this to my stamp wheel top and I'm gonna use Azurite, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, Altenew Fresh Dye ink, because I think a nice bright blue is going to be a little bit more fun than the brown. So I'm gonna have to stamp this a couple times, I think, but let's see. I love getting new stamps. I love getting new dies. I love getting new, oh, I also got some embossing powder from them. Opaque Bright White. So I'll have to play with that too and see how that does. But so far, I've only stamped this a couple times and I really I like it. I think this is gonna be fun. I always grab the same sentiments. Do you? I feel like they're always the same thing. I'm gonna do one more just to make it a nice, bright, bold sentiment. Because if you're asking somebody to have a wonderful day, you want that front and center. There we go. Isn't that fun? I just think it's so fun. I'm so happy. I'm going to set this aside. And I have already cut out some sunflower pieces. These are from Simon Says Etched Layers, Daisy and Stem. I have had this set for a few years. I don't know if it's still available on their website, but this is what I'm using today because I'm a sucker for a sunflower. Especially since it's been snowy here and cold and miserable. So I'm going to start with my yellow for the sunflower. I think I will do some yellow. I'm going to check to see what color the sun ray is. Which one do I want front and center? I think I want this one front and center. That was here. So I'm gonna go with Sunray, go right over that one. This is really, you know, you only need the two of these for, sorry, I'm out of the screen here. I was so excited to start working. I didn't even check where I was. The set comes with just the 2 flowers and the stem, but I'm gonna just try to see if we can make it look a little bit more full. So we're gonna use some different colors here and some more petals. I cut them double. Now I'm just gonna go around through the middle just to give it a little bit of a darker center. These colors are lovely, so bright, so pretty. Just what I need on a nice cold winter New Jersey day. And I also am gonna need a little bit of brown. I'll use a Choco Hazelnut just for the inside. Which one do I want to use? I think I'll use this one. And I'm just going to apply this right to the center using a much smaller brush. All right, easy peasy. And then a little bit of green. Let's see, what do I want to use? I'm going to use, I don't think I want any of those. I'll use forest green. I'll use forest green and green opal. I'll first give it a quick layer of the forest green. And then come in with just a little bit of green opal. I love this dark green here. And I just put it along the base of the leaves and kind of like right under here where there would be a shadow. Just kind of wherever. The only thing is you don't want this line right here because that doesn't look right. Let's just see if this is going to work with multiple layers. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use that one in the direction it was meant to be. I'm going to flip this one upside down, and then I'll put this one on, which it will be upside down from this top layer. So I'm just offsetting them a little bit so that you can see more layers of petals. And I think that will look super. So I'm going to grab my Bailey Arts glue. I thought I might have to use foam dots, but I'm not going to because I'm going to add 4 layers instead of the 2. If I was just doing 2, I would do a foam dot to separate the layers, but I'm not going to do that for this one. And this one I have the inside going upside down so that I'm just trying to figure out where I want it to make the most visible petals. That one will go like this. Such a cute sunflower. And then this I will just add the glue to the stem. And glue on here. How sweet is that? so easy. When you have a large sentiment like this, it is the focal point of the card. It just makes it easy. Now let's see what else we can do. I think I will ink blend a little bit. I have to trim this down to size. I like to have about an 1/8 of an inch showing all the way around my card panel. So I just give that a quick little trim. And I'm going to bring this in, and I think I'm going to want a blue background. For this, I'm going to use ultramarine. I'm going to try this with a large blending brush. This brush I got from Michael's. It's a Recollections brush. I actually really like it. I just picked up a pack one day because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of ink blending, and I said, oh, let me just try. And I really do like it. The tip for ink blending is to start off of your paper, which I did not do. So you start off and rub on. And I don't have to do the middle because I'm going to be covering that up with the other panel. Now for me, see how these edges are just a little bit darker? That's where the brush came on. If you don't like the dark edges, then you would trim your edges after you ink blend. I like the dark edges, so I like to trim my cardstock first and then add the ink so that I get the nice dark edges around the outside. Now we'll add this on here. Thinking, should I foam? I think so. We'll pop it up with some foam tape. I have this large roll from scrapbook.com. It's nice and wide. And then you'll see I had used a piece before and I didn't want it so thick, so I just attached it back onto the side of the roll, and now it's ready for me to use today. I don't like to waste anything. And try to make this nice and straight, just eyeballing it. That never really works for me, but there we go. So I'll attach that to my card base. We also have these pre-assembled little tiny ladybugs from Spellbinders. And I just like to add these on to certain projects just to give it a little bit of something. Rather than a sequin, I'll just add on a ladybug. Sometimes I'll add on a bumblebee, sometimes a small butterfly, but that'll go there. I have, do I want gold or orange? I'm gonna be brave. This is new too from scrapbook.com. I don't think I've used it yet. So I'm a little nervous. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's not gonna be real orange. I'll just add that to the center. Just as a little bit of shine. And there we have it. Have a wonderful day. Easy peasy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me.